today's outline is working with chart animation. So we have seen Google Charts using two different approaches. First, that is using Google downloaded charts, and second, using content delivery network. Now today we are going to see how we can add animations to our Google chart. So let us consider an example and understand how animations can be applied on Google chart. So in particular, today we are going to cover is a column chart, and we will understand how we can apply animations on column chart. So let us consider an example. Now let us understand animation of our column chart, that is using Google API. So first let us understand the HTML file. So first we have written is a doctype HTML, then we have taken a HTML tag. Inside this we have used the head, we have specified the title of our file, that is Google Chart API column charts animated. Now we are doing this particular example with the help of Google API, so we need to provide its source. So for that we have used a script element inside our HTML, and so we need to include that particular Google API inside our head tag. So for that I have taken a script element. I have specified the type as text/JavaScript, and we have specified the source of our JS API. So for that we have used an attribute which is src, and we have specified https google.com/JS API. Now we have imported our library. Now we need to specify which particular chart we want to use. So for that again I am using a script tag, script type equal to text/JavaScript. Now whenever I want to load this particular library of Google, so for that I am using a load function. Inside this we have to specify which particular type of graph we want to use. So for that we have to specify packages, and inside this we have specified core charts. Why core charts? Because this particular column chart comes inside a subcategory of core chart. Now what we are doing, now in order to fit the data to this particular column chart, we are importing our created JS file. So for that again I am using a script tag. I have specified the type equal to text/JavaScript, and I have specified the source, that is Google Charts API column chart animated.js. So in few time we will see what is this file containing. Then we have specified an external CSS file. So in order to add it we have to use a tag which is named as link rel equal to style sheet, and we have given the reference of this particular file, that is Google Charts API column chart animated.css. So this file also we will see what this file is containing. So this is about your head section. Now let us move towards the body. So inside the body, first I have given the heading as Google column chart animated. Now I have created a division tag with the help of a div tag, that is div, and I have given id as chart. And next I have created a button inside another div tag, that is input type equal to button. I have given the id as change data, and I have given the value as change. So whenever we will click on this particular button, we want to perform some of the animations. So for that we have to use button. Now we want to display this particular chart inside our div element which is having id is equal to chart. So first let us understand this CSV file, what it is storing. So as we can see over here, we have specified the height and width. So we are referring to chart. So we have given id to our div tag as chart. So we have specified it with the help of hash chart. We have specified width as 500 pixel and height as 500 pixel. Now you observe the file extension is .csv. So we have imported it in our HTML code. So here you can see we have imported Google Charts API column chart animated.css. Now let us understand this JS file which is named as Google Charts API column chart animated. So now what is the purpose of this animation? So whenever we will load this particular data, it will show us a column chart, and whenever we will click on a button which is named as change, so it will change our particular column chart. So for that, first let us understand the code of JS file. So first I have declared a function which is named as render chart with the help of a keyword, that is function. We are specifying the data points. So first we have specified the data, and this data is stored in the form of array, and I want to convert it to data table. So for that I have used a function which is named as array to data table. So here this is your data. Now here I have taken two different categories. The first is your products and second is your cells, and I have specified its values. Now another thing we have to specify is the title of our graph. So for that, again I am creating a variable which is named as options. Inside this, first I have specified the option as title. That means the title of our column chart, I want to give it as product cells. Next I have specified v-axis. So inside this I have given the title as cells, and I have specified the window view. So minimum equal to 0 and maximum equal to 55. Then I have given is horizontal axis title. So for that I have again used the attribute that is title, and I have given the title as products. Now I need to give animation. So for that I have used an attribute which is named as animation. I have specified the duration. That means after clicking, how much duration it will take to load another. So we have specified here 1000. So this time is in millisecond. And whenever we want to, when we click on that particular button, how the data should erase, which is showing you previously. So for that we have used an attribute that is erasing, and we have specified its value as in and out. And then now what we are doing, we are creating a variable which is named as button, and we are getting its ID. So if you recall your HTML file, so let us see. So we have given the ID to that button as change data. So we need to get that. So just we have written here, there is document dot get element by ID, and here I have given is my name of my button, that is change data. Now what we are doing, now we want to perform animations. So in order to perform the animations, first what we need to do, we need to display our chart. So for that we are creating a chart object. So let us create a chart object. So using new google.visualization, and we are using column chart. So for column chart we have used the function that is column chart, and we want to display it inside our ID which is having the value chart. So we have to again use JS. So we have specified document dot get element by ID, and we have specified the chart. Now we have to add listener. Why we need to add listener? Because on click, or there are different listeners which we need to associate. So one of the listener is on click. So first we need to add a listener. So for that we have to first write google.visualization. Now click is an event. So inside this event we are having a method which is named as add listener. Now we want to apply it to our current chart. So we have to specify chart, and when this particular chart is ready, I want to perform a particular task. Now by default, first we are specifying the initial animation value as false. So we have declared a variable of type boolean which is having the value as false. Now we have declared a function. So first we will check the condition. So if it is not true, then only this particular task will be executed, and once it is done, we are setting its value as true. Now we are setting the different values of our graph. So first, for setting the value, we have to use a function that is set value. We have to specify the index, and we have to specify its value. So 0, 1, 2, 3 are the indexes, and these are the particular values. Now whenever we want to draw this particular chart, so for that we have to use a function that is draw, and on the chart object, that is chart.draw, inside this we have to specify our data, and we have to specify as our options. Next
whenever our data is plotted of this, and whenever now I will click on the button, the data should get changed. So let us observe that. So it is working on buttons on click event. So whenever that particular button is clicked, I am invoking a function. So first what we are setting, we are creating a boolean variable of data which is having first data, and we are setting it to true. So first we will check it. If it is true, then only we will go inside, and we are making it as false. So we are setting this particular data, and if it is not that, then we will change our data to another value with the help of else. So we are changing the data on buttons on click. So whenever it is true, it will load this particular data, and whenever it is false, it will load this particular data. And at the end, we are again drawing the chart, and we are specifying the two attributes, that is data and options. So whenever you want to set a values, we have to specify its index, its axis, and the value. Now whenever we want to render this particular chart, we have to use a method, that is set on load callback, and inside this we have to specify our main function name without parentheses. So what is our function name? That is render chart. So let us observe our HTML file. So right clicking, open in browser. Now let us observe our this particular column chart. So we need to right click, and we need to just click on open in browser. So it is showing you this particular chart. So by default, whenever I will load this particular chart, it is showing you the value as shoes for 40, hats 50, coats 35, and screws as 20. Now observe over carefully. So first we have given the heading, it was Google column chart animated. Then we have given the title, that is product sales, and it is this rectangular bar is indicating your sales. So we have given horizontal axis as products and vertical axis as sales. Now we have created a button over here. So whenever we are going to click a button, it is going to change your column data value. So let us click. So if you observe it carefully, on buttons on click, we have written a function. So it is showing this particular data. Now whenever again I will click, it will toggle that particular data. So it is working on the buttons on click event, and are changing the state of our column chart. So by clicking the button, it is changing the data of our column chart. So this is all about animation inside your column chart. Thank you.